Hello and welcome back to the Cop Council. I hope everyone's having a fantastic day. If you are, then please let me know in the comment section down below. Also, leave a like, share, and subscribe, guys, as we are on the road to 100 subscribers right now. And also, please let me know your score prediction for the game that's happening tomorrow night. Very exciting game, and we will preview it for you now. And also, leave your squad predictions then. The big question is who's going to play midfield? Is Mo Salah going to start? But we will dive in and actually talk about these things. So, Liverpool do play Genk tomorrow, in the Champions League, and we could have one foot in the knockout stage depending on other results. But yeah, with our game, I'm very, very confident. The last game where we played Genk, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, uh, you know, we played that midfield of Fabinho, Keita, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and we were all happy with it. It wasn't really defensive though. It's like what Klopp said. Fabinho had to cover a lot for the two other midfielders, but I think all of us want to see that midfield, and we will get on later to that. But talking about Liverpool form lately, I'm still in, not in shock, but just amazement from Liverpool to win over Aston Villa. The never give up attitude, mentality monsters. I think that's what Jurgen Klopp called this Liverpool side. So it's you know it's just unbelievable what this side can be capable of, and we're only in November, guys. We got another 9 months of this. Are we gonna do it? Are we gonna win the Premier League? Time will tell. And we will also have a Manchester City preview with a special guest as always to preview that game later on in the week. But yeah, more focusing on this game. For me, I think Liverpool are going to be comfortable winners in this game. It's going to be tough because obviously every single Champions League game is tough. You can't you can't rely on youth players really in the Champions League. I think that you have to have your senior players in because it is the Champions League, and you can't disrespect any opponent, even if it is Gink that we beat 4-1 last time out. Last time out in the Champions League. So it's not really one of these things where you gotta look at it 100%. I think Klopp and I think Allison was right in their press conference today saying that, we're not focusing on the City game yet. The City game is at the weekend. At the minute, we're going to focus on the Gink game and hopefully get the win that I predict that we will actually get. Moving on. Through today's training session, Liverpool obviously do the open training. Jordan Henderson did not train today. There's no news while I'm recording, guys, that any news on Henderson, if he's injured, if he's not going to play. After a grueling game against Aston Villa, I think all the players were drained after that, after, digging deep and getting that goal from Sadio Mane. And, like I keep on saying, guys, mentality monsters. This side is brilliant, but Jordan Henderson did work hard in that game. But for me, we'll talk about the lineup in a little bit. But for me, I don't think Henderson starts anyway. For me, anyway, I think you'd save him properly for Manchester City on the weekend. But that's just my opinion, guys. But please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Henderson is not was not in training. Mo Salah was in training. For me on Sunday, we said, me and Mickey, in the Aston Villa preview, but not preview, sorry, the match reaction, that he didn't look himself. He did not look like the Mo Salah that fires in goals and look confident on the ball. He looked like a player that was injured, in my opinion. Anyway, I think that he definitely looked off. Let's just say that, simple terms, really. Uh, you know, but it's one of these hard things. Does Mo start or not? For me, with City at the weekend, I'd say no. Personally, I'd say put him on the bench. I'd say put him on the bench. Then if things go sour, like they kind of did against Salzburg at Anfield in the Champions League, then bring him on by all means. But for me, I personally wouldn't start him. Obviously the ankle injury that he suffered against Leicester after that nasty challenge, and Oh, I just want to say quickly as well, guys. Our thoughts go out to Andre Gomez. Obviously rivalry is a thing in football, but you don't want to see a player get injured. Really, you never want to see a player get injured. But our thoughts go to Andre Gomez on a speedy recovery. But moving back, sorry, to what we were talking about Mo Salah. He for me needs rest. He didn't look himself, simple as didn't look himself, and hopefully Klopp will listen to me. I don't think he will though, guys, honestly. But yeah, hopefully Mo is all right to even play, or just stick him on the bench. But yeah, apart from that, guys, there isn't really much other news with this game. I'm not quite sure about the Genk side. It's very, apart from that, mind, Genk are only 8th in their league at the minute, and we're currently top of the Premier League by 6 points. So, you look at it like that, and we should easily win. But, it is the Champions League, like I said, guys, and it is, anything can happen in the Champions League. But apart from that, no other injury news for Liverpool on that concern. So moving into my starting 11 prediction, I think that I know I have seen a lot of people saying about Adrian. We should start him in goal. For me, guys, nope. Allison starts for me. He's our number one goalkeeper. You start your number one goalkeeper in every competition, really, apart from the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. We don't really care about that. But yeah, for me, it's Allison. Then right back for me is Trent. Gotta be Trent. And then the centre back partnerships. There's been quite a bit of a talk. Who will start with Van Dijk? Will it be Lovren? Will it be Gomez? I personally think, guys, it will be Joe Gomez. I think he will probably start this game against Gink, and then I'd probably say, I said it in my preview with the Villa game. I think Lovren's going to play against Manchester City. I don't think that, I just don't think Gomez is above Lovren at the minute. If he can prove Klopp wrong against Genk, then I'd be more than happy to have, to have him at Manchester City. But for me, it's Gomez in this game with Virgil van Dijk. And then it was a little bit of a talking point, really. Will Milner play the left back position? Will Robinson play? For me, it's Robbo. I think that he's our best left back. I think that, well, obviously he's our best left back. He's the best left back in the world. Getting his goal against Aston Villa, which was really, really nice to see. And, I thought Andy Robertson had a perfect game against Aston Villa. He is the man at the minute, and hopefully he can continue this form because, ever since that Napoli game in the Champions League, he's been brilliant, really. He's always brilliant, really. He may have the one-off game, but, he's always brilliant, Andy Robbo. And then we move on to our midfield. What are we going to do in the midfield? I've already said, in my opinion, I don't think Jordan Henderson will start. I also don't think Gini Wijnaldum will start. I think we will go with the same midfield that we played against Genk in the last time in the Champions League. I think we'll go with the KFC midfield of Fabinho, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Naby Keita. I really like the midfield. I like the thought about it. I think it's a really attacking midfield. I think that, I think it's more than capable. I think maybe this time Klopp will look at it and maybe tell Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain he can go more of a free roll with it. I think he'll probably put Naby a bit more back to give that protection for Fabinho, because in that first game Fabinho was getting stretched all over the place because he had to cover so much ground for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita. So it is a little bit of a a sacrifice then, really, for Naby Keita to not play him so much forward, to hold him back a little bit. But yeah, for me, that's our midfield. Please let me know your midfield in the comments below. But then moving on up front. Now, as you can see by the title of this, will Klopp pick Salah? Like I said, I don't think he will. I think if he's not 100%, guys, do not start him. Just put him on the bench. Put him on the bench just in case. Because for me, he didn't look himself against Villa. And, therefore, I'm not starting Mo Salah. I would personally start Divock Origi as left winger. Then I'd put Mane on the right. And then I'd obviously put Bobby Firmino up front. Origi, Champions League. we all know what he did 5 or so months ago against Barcelona and in the Champions League final in the Champions League. So we all know we all know what he can do in the Champions League, really. But yeah, it's one of these things with Mo, and hopefully he's fine. Hopefully, if he is 100%, then play him. By all means, it's the Champions League, guys. You play your best players. But for me, play Origi, rest Salah, simple as is that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the entire 11 and who you would have in your starting 11. But yeah, moving on to my score prediction. Now, I think we're gonna batter Genk because recently we've obviously gone behind in games, but we've obviously been battering teams in possession and pressing the force, and we're relentless on the pressure and all like that. I don't think Gink will take the lead. I think we will comfortably take the lead. So with that, I think I'm going to go with a 4-0. Hopefully we'll keep that clean sheet. Obviously Alisson was talking about keeping clean sheets for Liverpool, and trying his best, really. I think he was on the lines of saying, like, I'm sorry for conceding stupid goals. That's going to be a thing that I'm going to work my hardest to stop. So I know Mickey thought Alisson could have done a bit better for Villa's goal, but he's just getting back in. Well, he's only now just getting back into first team football, really, after being out for so long. But he he's the best goalkeeper in the world, in my opinion, when 100% fit. So I am fine with Alisson conceding one all day because Liverpool are doing the business up front right now. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts about the scoreline. What do you think Liverpool are going to thrash Gink, as I'm predicting anyway, or do you think will it be a tough game? It's a Champions League game. Who knows? But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, on the preview for the Genk game. We will have the match reaction probably tomorrow, or it will be on Wednesday. I thought it was Tuesday today then, guys. It will either be on Wednesday, we'll try and get it out as always on the match day. And yeah, hopefully we can do that for you guys. But yeah, like I said at the beginning, please like, share and subscribe, guys. We are on the road to 100 subscribers right now. Doesn't sound a lot, and we are a small channel at the minute, but hopefully in the next couple of months we can get bigger and bigger and have special guests on, like we have with Dave and Mickey. Mickey is part of the channel, guys. But lately the support on the channel has just been so good. I can only thank you, really, from the bottom of my heart. It's real rewarding, then you could say, a little bit, but doing the videos and that. But honestly, guys, thank you so much. But yeah, that's it for the Gink preview, guys. Like I said, please like, share and subscribe. If you want to interact with us, there's all our social medias are down in the description, our Instagram, our Twitter. We always reply back to people, guys. So yeah, just feel free to give us a message or something, or wherever, about whatever you feel about Liverpool. So yeah, I've been Connor from the Cop Council, and I will see you all in a bit.